Peace, love, man. Peace, love. Just had a kind of a epiphany. Listening to researching, you run across things. It's not necessarily that you're taking the knowledge from exactly at it, exactly as you read it. But when you hear others' thoughts, it can spark thoughts of your own, and you learn from the thoughts that were sparked off of that. So that's why we all that's why we all really need each other as far as to manifest. But epiphany is, man, what is the meaning when they say, what is the spiritual meaning of when they say you dropping jewels, you dropping gems? Why do we place so much importance on, jewelry and shining? You know what I mean? What is light? Light is knowledge. That's really what it is. What does, when you wear jewels or gems, the most, rubies and what they call it, emerald and diamond, what do? They reflect light. They reflect light, which is knowledge. So going back to the question, what does it mean when you say you're dropping gems, you're dropping jewels, you're dropping knowledge? And what do they call knowledge? What do they say? Your mind is a terrible thing to waste because knowledge is power. So what is jewelry or gems? These crystals, a representation of. What if they are a representation of knowledge? Because knowledge is the only thing there is. We're inside a mind. The system we're living in is someone's imaginations from a mind. It's all mind and different perceptions. Studying crystals and gems, you're able to reflect light, which is reflect or refract knowledge to absorb. You see what I mean? We are crystal beings as well. We are jewels in itself. The representation, the material representation of knowledge is. This is my opinion now. I'm not saying, definite facts. This is just my epiphany, what my thoughts went into when I heard that. When I heard this, I was just watching something, and one of the dudes on the podcast said the same thing. They said dropping gems, and that sparked something, because you hear that all the time. You hear that all the time. What does that really mean? Spirit, that's something spiritual. That's something spiritual. Dropping gems. That's crazy. Not saying I'm right, I'm not saying that. It's an epiphany. Think about it. That's all I say. Because imagination is really your knowledge on the spirit world. Stop letting these folks tell you that imagination, that's fairy tale because you can't concrete and logically. Logic ain't the only thing out there. Intuition has nothing to do with logic. You can't explain why you feel a certain way or you feel something's about to happen. But you can feel it and you know it. You've seen it. But you can't logically. Everything's not logical. That's this square ass realm we in right now. Everything got to be logic or in a box or definite and this and that. And that's the only thing that exists that is untrue. There's spiritual knowledge. There's intuition. There's empathy. Not sympathy, empathy, when you can really feel what someone is. Not having sympathy is you probably went through a situation so you can kind of see what they're talking about, or you experience somebody going through a situation and you can kind of relate to it on that. But empathy is actually feeling, not going through what they're doing, but you can feel the pain or the joy or you can feel what they're feeling at that moment when they think about that or they have that feeling. You know what I mean? It's much more than this 3D realm. This is all what we in is one perception of things. Just because water looks like this here doesn't mean that's what water looks like in another realm. Just because anything, man. Just because something looks like something here or element looks like something here doesn't mean it looks like that in another realm. This is the mind we're in. It's perception. The mind is not necessarily the brain. The mind is the complete. You have the mind, body, and the soul. Soul is the energy. It's frequency, vibration, and can't think of that last. vibration. I come back to that. I gotta, words. I hope you get the word I'm trying to, that third word I'm saying. It's not popping up in my head, but yeah. Understand, bro. Deeper than rap, man. That's it. Deeper than rap. Dropping gems. That's dope, man. But peace, love, man. Y'all have a good day.